looks at it like this is my friend. They got the hookup on this, and I'm getting it. But at the same time, when you put it together, that's what makes the show today. When you say if that's all you're doing, then what kind of person are you? You're just looking for opportunities in other people to win off of what they're doing. To win.
Yeah. Sarah?
I mean, you always have that. Everybody got that friend that Rolodex. Or whatever they need. So, but they're very useful. You got that Walmart friend.
So you mean to tell me?
So am I using them too?
Say, you mean to tell me there are women out there who use both men and women?
Equal opportunity.
For what they do for a living. I mean, think about it. If you got a homegirl who does hair, some people know they're just going to pay like they weigh, but other people sit down with the hopes that, hey, I'm your girl. You can't knock something off of it. You know what they want to be hooked up.
Where you at, May?
Yeah, I would have to agree with them. I do feel like it's usually like a multiple sex sort of thing. Like I can't really say a user is a user. I think an opportunist is an opportunist, and I don't think it has a gender specifically. But what I will say is, and I mean that as far as women can use a man and a woman. But what I will say though is, and a lot of people can disagree or agree, but the user in today's society is the generation that's coming up behind us. That's goals for them.
The goal is to use?
That's considered, to a young girl, the user is considered winning. Oh, because you got a nigga for this, you got somebody for that. Oh, I want to be like her. I don't got to do nothing. All I got to do is know you and maybe do a little, oh, okay, I want to be like her. She don't got to wait in the line for the club. She could just get in.
So the description again, the description of the user is knows a guy for everything. Literally everything. Never waits in line. Always walks right into the front of every function. Just in. Always on vacation. But never shows who she's with.
Themselves is
Sounds low.
usually,
They don't pay no
usually very
taxes.
low. Yeah.
No taxes.
But you know what? I think that there's another side to this that we need to talk about.
Please.
So I feel like I was born and raised in LA, right? And I know a little bit of everybody. Like, I don't care what you name right now. I know somebody that does it, but not because I'm trying to come up on them. They know what I do too. And if they want to do something, they may call me up and say, hey girl, or hey blue, blue, blue. So I want to say that people can have the opportunity to do things, but they're not necessarily using it. Because I know people even in show business that I don't even go to about any of my businesses. I don't try to work that area like, oh yeah, because I like to get it on my own and show you I didn't need you. And then when I see you later, then you want to mess with me because you feel like I made it without you. So I use that example to say you can know someone and not take advantage. But there's the women that Zoe was talking about. That's all they do. They line it up. They know what everyone's doing and how can I use you. And if I can't use you, we don't have no reason to talk. And that's wrong.
But you on a level, you on the, like, you have something to offer back. Most users are not on the level of the people in which they solicit.
Exactly.
Different side too.
Exactly. And I only want to say the different side because I can honestly say to you anything you can name right now, almost like I know something about someone or something about that. And so I said that to say, but I don't utilize it to this standard that we're talking about right here to this level. But I know many women that do. I have a friend that's all she does, and she always wants to compete on how well she knows someone better than you, so that one ups her. Everything one ups her. Anything she can do is a one up. You feel me? She's a one upper.
I kill somebody. Well, I kill 10 people.
Yeah, everything's a one-upper. I've been knowing them longer. I'll get a better discount. Like, what?
I feel like sometimes women can use each other worse than they can use men.
Yeah. Women use each other, definitely.
For status, for sure. For
Exactly.
the homegirl, I don't even really fuck with you like that, but you going here tonight?
Yeah.
I'm going.
So is this a sugar baby society?
The trips with not taking a picture of who you with, that's more or less a sugar daddy.
Right,
Sugar
absolutely.
baby,
Yeah,
for sure.
that for sure. That's a different category
That's a different
right
category.
there.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
if you're
surprised
doing
that's even
that,
with that.
yeah, if you're doing that, that's a different level of the game because now.
But I think
you're-
it's all a part of the same.
It is about the same thing, but then when you're doing that, you're definitely a different kind of person. If you're always on a trip and you never see the people, so there's a lot more going on here. You're using people for trips. Who knows if it's the same person or if it's a different person? And you
Or
just
if it's somebody you know, man.
exactly somebody's husband.
So-
Who knows what you're doing?
It says, what does it mean to be a sugar baby? Sugar baby, noun, plural, sugar babies. The younger recipient, usually a female or a bottom of interest for a sugar daddy or sugar mama, especially financial and romantic. This is real? So basically hoes.
Basically,
Yeah.
Young hoes.
hoes
Getting
right.
bread from old Johns. That's a sugar baby.
Right.
And going on trips all over the world. You got bed bugs and you in Dubai?
Right.
Hey, girl,
Right.
bring me back one of them.
Right.
What in the world?
Exactly. That's a whole nother, like, the type of person that you are that's doing that. That's like another level of the game. It's still the level, but you took it up a couple of notches.
But that's
with that.
clearly a user.
Hell yeah, it's a user. That's what you're doing. Yeah. Oh, but you're magnetizing the usury. Like, you've taken it to a level. You don't care who you're laying in bed with. You don't care where you're going, what you're doing, as long as you're using. So you don't even value your body, your mind. Your mind is just saying use on any level, and that's sad.
Because your pussy is your payment.
Right.
Somebody said
Coochie
a
coupons.
sugar baby is booty for cash.
Booty for cash.
Get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. I need to hear from some sugar babies. Have you gotten paid? I know this is...
What?
I know it's a hard, like, people don't expect you to be so, like, open and direct with a question like that. Have you gotten paid to fuck somebody?
I got offered.
Like an old man.
Yeah.
Come here, baby.
It was-
Listen here. We gonna have... I'm gonna make us some eggs. I'm gonna fry up some fish. We're gonna get some grits. And then after that, I'm gonna pay your rent. Is this what's happening out in the streets?
yeah.
Okay. I show you guys how all of this stuff is interconnected. The user chick hates broke niggas. Or let's just do it differently. Hates broke men. Okay? Does she have a preference for race?
I would say no.
I would
The
say
user chick doesn't have a preference for race.
not at
No.
all. But she's probably going to go towards certain demographic.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
What demographic would that be?
Probably an old white man or, you know, I've seen them with the
but-
Asians and
See,
everything.
what
I'm listening. What happened?
scares me
Oh.
is
Sorry, man.
That's okay.
what scares me is just the stories that I've heard on behalf of the journey that it takes to get to this, if that makes any sense, right? Because I remember in college, like, people that I know would try on the prowl for one that they could use, and maybe niggas are front like they got it and they don't, and then there goes a body, and there goes a body, and then you look up and he don't even really have. So the journey that some women go through to get to a status where they actually can find something to use, you end up with a lot of broke niggas, and I think that that's why it becomes no broke niggas at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a strategy that obviously the women have to learn, because if you just walking around fucking people you think got something, then it's not really working
But
out.
why
I
do you
feel like they
fuck-
must have to go through some sort of strategy to get to.
So can I ask the question? Why do many women fuck for something?
Some of them are entrepreneurs.
You know what? Hilarious.
They in business for themselves. They less overhead though. You know what I'm saying?
But some women think that thing will make them sprung. And that is a whole nother thing. Like, they want to get the dude sprung. They like, shoot, if he hit this, because they normally think this is going to make him do something special. But what they don't realize, if he a real one, he can get that all day long. So that thing in your legs, that ain't going that far, boo. But when it's in their mind that thing is that precious, they believe they can fuck until he does right, even though that don't work. Or, you know what I mean? You feel me? They gonna fuck him into buying some shit. He gonna, you know what I mean? It's like, that's why they're immediately trying to do it, because they know they want him. And if he's a hot commodity like that, he pulling up like that, she trying to snap him. She moving quick. And letting him move quick.
So let me ask you this, Mimi. A sugar baby or a passive-aggressive prostitute, or just a straight-out hoe can't really have no feelings because it'll fuck up they bread.
Well, that's interesting you say that. I think that it depends on what hoe we talking about. So, some hoes, you're absolutely right. They all about their bread. Feelings are not in it at any time, and they will lie and act like feelings are there. But some women, they're users, but in order for them to dedicate, they gotta love you. I know some women, like one of the users I'm thinking about, she love hard. When she love a man, he may not even be giving her all the usury she doing in the streets. It's real interesting. This dude right here, she want him so bad, she willing to do whatever to show him she got game. So she like, you want to get a job here? I can hook you up. She's trying to find a way to get her way in with him while she's using everyone else. So it's a very interesting thing. Don't get it wrong. She want him to do something. But I notice when her heart is in it, she's a different beast. So you get what I'm trying to say? Like, there's different types of beasts. Some people are just hoes and their feelings are never going to get in it. But when a woman's feelings are in it and she really love you, it ain't no telling what this woman will do. Because like I said, I seen this woman and she's treacherous. But when it comes to love and she loving, she's in it.
A very shrewd businesswoman.
Right,
to
shrewd.
be able to just like cut off though, like mentally, and still be able to use and all that stuff. My question is like, what has been done unto you?
Right.
To just be able to just cut off and just be able to use somebody just because of what they got. Like what is your psyche? I just think psychological, the damage that it does.
I agree. Well, I think this person is some psychological things going on with them on different levels of the game. You get what I'm saying? I've even noticed when the relationship is over, she tries to destroy the person. So she has a very interesting, she's like a tarantula. Like, soon as it's time for that kill, she going in for the kill. She gonna ruin your life if it didn't work out the way she planned. So that's sad.
Wow. So can we just be honest?
Yes.
Maybe this is a passive aggressive way of being a hoe. When somebody says, what are you bringing to the table? Because you're still asking for something. Somebody got to pay for something in order for people to get comfortable and open up. See, I think, and I'm just saying, the society is so broken that you get comfortable through attachment. That's fucked up, I know. Don't I pay for our nice little spread we in? That nice little purse you got.
Feel that cool AC?
You feel that AC, girl? Like, a lot of times being taken care of gets motherfuckers attached. Or having a certain status. People get attached to that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And to me, that leads to these expectations. Oh, we're going to build something from here. When in actuality, we don't really know. Most of us as African Americans don't really know how bad we have it here in America economically. I'm not going to go over the numbers again. Tone Talks does all of that on Friday. But the numbers are fucking horrific. Right? And that ain't the only gap that exists between black and white in America. You got the technology gap. You got the wealth gap. You got the education. Oh, yeah, there's an education gap. And with all these black people running around with degrees and all that, there's still an education gap. The white people with the same degree are 4 or 5 years ahead of you. This is a study done out of Stanford because of stereotype threat and the tests you take. You still 4-5 years behind the white people with the same level of education. I'm not just talking out my ass here now. So we get caught up and attached to the thing and not the process. You in the dig? Mm-hmm. There's a process to growing up. Relationship is integral to growing up. Mm-hmm. But we don't grow up, I would say, functionally, because this society has taught us to be dysfunctional in what we think is a healthy relationship. We think hoeing is healthy. Mm. That's fucked up, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You think hoeing is healthy. You get people out here right now talking about hoes winning.
Yeah.
Hoes is winning right now. Mm-hmm. Started with Amber Rose. She went from hoe to activist. Slut activist, my nigga.
Kardashians.
Mm-hmm. Boom. Hoes winning.
Yeah. Winning hoes.
Yeah.
Hoe championships.
Ho-ships.
The whole Olympics.
The whole Olympics. So you think I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny because it's real. I said it today on the Zowa show. It was an economist that created the concept that led to what you bring into the table. What are you bringing to the table? That concept was by and large created by an economist. Not a relationship therapist, clinician, coach, counselor, not any of that. That was an economist. It's called equity theory. Look it up. Our society teaches our women to be hoes and our men to be Johns. There's a reason why the woman we're talking about today, not any particular woman, but this is a type of woman. This is a mentality that is labeled the user. Go on Instagram, you'll find her. This little meme right here. And she pretty than a mud. What's up, little pouty mouth?
You know what? Not a little pouty mouth. Well, she's pretty.
Knows a guy for literally everything. Why do y'all think y'all have the right to use us for shit? Even when you know we want something from you and you have no intentions of giving it. Pussy danglers. Oh. Can we talk about pussy danglers? The number to dial is 323-230-4610. You know, girls, women, y'all hip. Y'all know if I talk to this nigga, he's going to turn into an adhesive Band-Aid. Just by being nice. Y'all know there's certain niggas you can't even be nice to. And when I say be nice, I just mean, hi, how are you? Yeah. Me? That nigga's, he wrapped around you now. She gonna say hi in the morning again. I'm gonna be out here. Do you understand? There's certain guys, and I'm not saying I'm an advocate for women being asses and, you know, being like condescending and disrespectful to men, because there are a lot of women out there that just throw attitude, right? And then the opposite happens as well, where women are nice and men, you know, go too far.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've seen that.
So I'm not trying to paint any picture one particular way. I'm talking about this user. We gonna use what we got to get what we want. Why do we never, ever, ever call her for what she is? This is called the user, but shouldn't it be called the hoe?
The strategist.
The strategist. The strategic hoe.
Yeah.
Right?
Playing chess with this pussy.
Because if you got enough resources, you could shut her whole game down. Because there's certain women like her that will let you ski as an insurance policy.
Residual income.
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to tell the truth?
Oh, yeah, that's the plan.
The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Get to your phone lines right now. This woman has a man for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the ladies are trying their best to do what? Are you going to denounce her?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, exactly. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Dana calling from Pasadena.
Dana from Pasadena is going to tell me the
Dana.
truth.
Hey, girl.
Here we go.
Hey, ladies. Hey, Zoe. Shout out to
Hey.
you for your own channel. And I ordered a shirt, and I hit your Cash App.
Oh, shit. Thank you,
That's
baby.
right. Yeah.
I've known Dana
That's
since
right.
I was 10.
Shout out to the aunties.
Hey, thank you.
My take on this, though, in my opinion, ladies, is that we use each other. I believe the issue becomes larger when we mistreat and misuse each other. Because you want something from me and I want something from you. And I'll take it back as far as childhood in the way that we're reared and that we're raised to date and look for resources. And we leverage ourselves and our bodies and our mouths to get those.
Say more, go deeper about leveraging your mouth.
Anyway, we're taught these things from a vantage point from our mothers, from society, and I think the only women that seem to be exempt from that are the hoes. I mean, Amber Rose can do it, Black China can do it, the Kardashians have made a life for themselves out of doing it. So when a black woman steps up, she's a hoe or she's a gold digger or she wants me for my resources, but you want me for something too. You want to have gutter sex with me too. So I'm just having you pay for that.
There's different levels to this.
Because
This is getting deep.
Because
Keep going, baby. Keep going.
I'm not going to be pretty forever. I'm not going to be beautiful. I'm not going to be tight and right forever. So I might as well maximize what I'm getting for what you're giving. And so we can call
This is good.
down on them. We can shame them, but I only have so many years. Now, I can make it myself and I can be self-made as far as I can go as a black woman, but I want something too. So you want something and I want something. Let's come together and give and get what we're going to do or what we're going to give and get at this time, because I don't like when women are called gold diggers. I know that there's women out there and guys are paying car notes and mortgages and all that stuff, but they're also getting something. They're getting gutter sex. They're getting it how they want it.
Wait. Slow down. This is all too very good. It's sweet. It's ambrosia. Tell us, give us the definition of gutter sex.
I want to know.
I want some.
Men have really deep, dark fantasies, and if women fulfill those fantasies, they should be compensated appropriately.
What do you mean, like deep dark? Can you say some more?
I mean, if you want to bring ketchup, mustard, another woman, possibly another man, I mean, whatever you want to bring to this situation, we can do that, but I have to be compensated for that, because the more I engage in those activities, the more miles I put on me.
This is an interesting perspective. Dana is hitting it. This is what I'm asking for.
Oh my God.
Continue, Dana. Say more.
I'm just saying, though, and ladies, that I only have so much time. I have an expiration date. So before I get put on the shelf, I'm coming for mine.
Before that milk spoil.
Damn.
That's financial. That's everything that I can get. And I understand the numbers. I understand Tom's perspective. I'm a big supporter of those numbers, stats, and everything. But still, it remains. Men want something and women need something. So let's fair exchange, no robbery.
Wow. Thank you so much for that, Dana. We appreciate the call.
Wow.
You're welcome.
So basically, Dana says your pussy is equivalent to human produce. And it's gonna go bad. Use it or it's gonna go bad.
But because I work in a grocery store, I know that as it gets closer to the expiration date, it actually gets marked down in price.
Your pussy wilting. Pussy wilts. Oh my God.
50% off. that $1.29 pussy. That's terrible.
This is bad.
Made me looking like.
Do y'all agree with any of that? Mimi,
I don't know about no
don't touch
wood.
the mic.
I don't know about no Wilton puss now. So I'm gonna have to talk about that for a minute now. I don't believe in the wilted part now. It's like fine wine, better with time if you got that right one, baby. So I had to just speak up on the older side of the game. But I understand what Dana was saying because a lot of women do have that mindset. They're like, well, you know what? If I'm going to lay down with somebody, rather lay down with a dude that's going to be able to take me to enjoy myself and have a great time and do whatever than to hang out with a dude I got to pay for him to go out and have a good time. Or they're thinking, oh, I want to advance from this because they feel like they're doing some type of, they think they're fine. They think they're fly. They think they thing is hot. So they like, shoot, he going out with me. And he needs to pay like he weigh. And that's how a lot of people think. Not saying it's right, but a lot of people do think.
So let me ask this. Then either Yoni is priced too high for the times. I'm going to come to you, caller. Hold on 1 second. Either Yoni is priced too high for the times, considering the wealth gap, right? Mm-hmm. Considering the wealth gap and where we are, maybe it's price too high. Maybe it's like walking into a Bentley store and that Yoni sitting there smelling like a new car and you just can't afford it. You know how you walk into one of those high-end stores, high-end car stores, and the man will just say, if you've got to ask what the mileage is going to be, you probably can't afford this. People who can afford this don't care what the mileage is on this. This motherfucker could run out of gas at the block, at the corner, and nobody's going to care. The guy who can afford this is not going to care. He's going to pour gas in it every block because he can afford it. Maybe Yoni is like that. Or because Yoni, should we say spoils? I don't know.
I don't know. That's what Dana said.
Oh, no. What Dana meant, I believe, is that a woman's not going to always hold her beauty. Some people was pretty all the way up to 28, and then by the time they got to 32, you don't know who they are. So she's talking about someone that they need to take advantage of whatever they're working at the moment because they can't work that thing forever if they working it on that level and they lose their beauty or they get whatever, look differently than they started. You feel me?
But what's interesting is if you put all this time and energy into your external to look good and black don't crack and all that, and you ain't got shit on the inside, you and your pussy ain't worth nothing anyway.
Agreed.
Can we just keep it 100?
I agree. But you know what? It's kind of interesting, something that came across my mind right now. You pay like you weigh. So there's some guys, they go out with girls and their minimum on how much money they spend, and they don't have to spend the money. Some women are just throwing themselves at particular guys. They don't have to go out and pay for the women. Women are just happy to be in their company. This dude has got it going on. So certain dudes got it going on. They don't have to pay for that thing, right? But then there's different dudes. Some dudes are athletes, and he don't really want nothing with that little hoe. So he like, let me get this little hoe something so I don't hear about this in the tabloids. Let me give her something so she can shut up and not call me later. I got a woman. So this is just shut up money. He's married. He want to pay a girl on the side to hang out, and he's paying for that. So I'm just saying that it's different levels of the game and it's different hoes in the game.
This shit getting crazy. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yo, it's D-Nice calling from Chicago.
D-Nice from Chicago. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I think that, what you spitting out as far as the economics of what we're dealing with as a community or society, I don't think any of that is known to any of the hoes of the industry right now.
That's true.
Especially in social media. I mean, we're living in a moralist society. So you have to keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. Everything's for sale. I mean, I know chicks who's slept with uncles just because they came with their bread.
What?
Having morals like that, absolutely. I mean,
tell us that story. What's that story?
It's funny that you had this topic tonight because I was talking to a young lady earlier today that I used to deal with a few years back. And she said she had a hard time understanding why the things happen to her the way that they do. And I said, it's clear that the decisions that you make and the patterns that you have is just out of it's always out of desperation. So she always runs into these guys, you know, whenever she's down on her luck or whenever she needs to rent a car no pay, and they come with that money. Just so happened this time it was her uncle, and she dealt with a guy, and you know, he was an uncle by marriage, but he was still family. But she dealt with a guy, and you know, she was sleeping with him, and she eventually had a baby by him. And that situation just amazed me, because women don't give a fuck. I mean, you go on social media, the first thing that you see is they ass. You know, the stats is the ass, what it costs. You have their Cash App info, their Snapchat info, and everything is financial. It's a transaction. So it really doesn't matter, you know, what type of situation the guy's in. If he can pay, then he can pay. I mean, the end game or the exit strategy is, you know, for the guy to take him out the game, to have a baby with him so they can retire the hole in him, to have that parachute baby drop in his life, and she has 18 years of pain of having this man attached to. So at the end of the day, like I said from the beginning, we're dealing with a moralist society. So if you're surprised by what's going on and how women are behaving nowadays, then that's just on you. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys have to say about that?
No, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you for sharing your insights.
That's right.
Jeez. Uncle. Say uncle.
Oh, wow.
It's not funny. Poverty puts you in a bad situation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gosh. So I come back to this concept. This is a society where it is exceedingly difficult to find authentic love.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really sad. You can't really find the real deal here. Everything is predicated on what you're coming with.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Actually, the other day I was at work, and he was an older man. I could tell he's older, but he came and he approached me and he said, I just want to let you know, hi, my name is, I'm not going to say his name. He said, he said, I'm 60 years old. I know I don't look it. I work at LACC. And when I look confused, because I didn't know what that was, he said, I work at, whatever, Los Angeles Community College. Whatever.
LACC,
yeah. And he said, I'm a custodian, but I'm a good man. That was his intro to me.
He must have been a little older.
Yeah, he was 60. He's 60.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a good man.
But why?
You understand?
But I'm like, why? If you're a custodian, you have a job. I mean, but why did you have to feel like you needed to tell me that from the jump? Is it that bad out here? You have to convince somebody that you're still a good man if you're a custodian?
No, that's a generational thing.
Oh, okay.
From his generation, back in the day, that's your hallmark to getting into it with a good woman. Listen here now, I'm a good man.
Okay.
I carry a steady job. I'm not violent. But I don't take no stuff, you understand? This is like old man like lines. I'm a good man, you understand? Anything break down around the house, I'm gonna be able to fix it up.
Yeah.
You understand? I do a little plumbing. I built the deck at my house.
Oh, he told me he had his own house.
See,
he told me he had his own. He's a homeowner.
Hilarious.
You're gonna have somewhere to lay and stay.
Yeah, okay. Good times is hard out here in LA.
But that's what he's 66.
He's 60.
60. Okay,
I wouldn't do 66. My mom is about to be 70. So that's too close. I couldn't do that.
But you can do the 60.
I can do 60.
I was like, but you could do it 7
But I could
years
do 60.
younger.
Yeah.
Got it.
Lord.
But they've been selling that thing since the beginning of time. They've been whole houses since back in the day. Shoot, in color purple, Massa bought Celie. He didn't even want her. But Daddy said, this is all you gonna get. I'm still banging that other one up in the inside, okay? And then found him a young one and had a baby with her. And so I said all that to say they've been doing this thing since the beginning of time, okay? it's been for sale. The only thing that's different now is on social media, and some of these women see what other women are getting, and it's almost like a competition within. Oh, she could do it, I can do it too. They getting it like that, I can live like that too. It's, everyone wants to do what other people are doing, I believe, and it took it to another level. But hoes been hoes from the beginning of time. Daddies was selling hoes back in the day.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, hell is low. Welcome to the show. You're on the line, bro.
Oh, this is David from Alabama.
Hey.
David from Alabama.
Down
Welcome to the
south.
show, Alabama. David.
What's up? I was just watching the show, and this topic, it's just crazy to see. I'm young. I'm 24. And it's like a lot of girls that I went to in high school were kind of like getting older. And like all of them got private Snapchats or bartending or doing stuff like that. And
Hey, wait a minute. Hold
I guess
on.
It's sad to see.
Wait, stop real quick. What is a private Snapchat?
All right, private Snapchat is basically you can see her play with herself, all kind of stuff, but you got to pay. They got monthly subscriptions. And I can't lie, I've subscribed to some of them just because it'll be the girls you seen from high school, and you want to see what's going on now, to be honest. You know what I mean?
What?
But it's crazy. And, yeah, and it's just sad to see. And it's just, I guess it's just the system we're living in. Damn. I mean, I can't really blame the women because if it's not broke, don't, you know what I mean? If it's not broke, don't fix it or whatever the saying is. But it's just sad to see, especially in this generation coming up.
Damn. Thank you for the call, brother.
Thank
I appreciate the insight.
But-
I'm learning.
But
Fuck
so
it.
this, just like I said, they're entrepreneurs.
Caller. No, I agree with you.
Nigga,
I agree with you, Sarah. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This Rito from FLA, man.
What's happening, Pam?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Just trying to get this cream feeling going. You feel me?
That's
y'all
right.
warming me up, making me feel good about myself. And I got to tell y'all, pimping ain't for everybody, but somebody has to do it. These 8 through 10s, they is not worth nothing right now. You get you a nice 7 and a beautiful smile and a beautiful insight with spirituality, you got you a nice 100. And that's all I got to say for the day. Peace out.
Damn. Thank you, brother.
Thank
Damn.
you.
That's right.
This shit rare, dog. It's rare to have a meaningful relationship with somebody.
It sure
Yeah.
is.
It really
And people
is.
think they just grow on trees and they just fall out of the sky, but they don't.
It's very.
This shit is whack. Is the 60-year-old a candidate for you?
I think he was a very nice gentleman. I gave him my number. He called me and everything. But like
Listen, can I just say, he old.
yeah.
Hell, I'm old. Do you think he gonna be able to put that old man Woody down on you?
I don't.
You Virgo, you want to fuck, so just stop.
I mean,
okay. So don't try to, I'm not even at this point yet. You know good and well. Come on.
I mean, well, the thing is that even though he's older, he's 60. I mean, I'm not no spring chicken either. I mean, I'm 39.
That's my point. This man is 20 some odd years older than you, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that I'll probably go out with him. But
See, what's going to happen is you're going to go out with him. You're going to hang out with him. He's going to be cool. He's going to be charming. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to like him. It's going to be like a fucking old teddy bear gnome. You're going to like him. Little Santa Claus gnomish. And you're going to fuck him.
No, I don't want to. Though. I don't.
And
see
he's
that.
going to put the yogurt staff on you. Oh, my God. The soft serve. But he going to wear your ass out with the stroke. It's going to be soft, but he going to stroke the shit out of you with the man like he pulling an engine out of a truck. That's what's going to happen, and you're going to be underwhelmed, and you're going to have to break his heart.
Exactly. I don't want. It's just like I might as well rub a lump of Play-Doh on my pussy because that's how it feels. That's terrible. No, I don't want that. It's like I just know I don't want to waste my time. But I would. I mean, if we're talking about using, I feel bad because I do like want to I want to go to a nice restaurant. I haven't been to one in a long time.
You know what?
So you're the user.
No, I'm not a user because you have to build up to that. I'm
know what?
low level. I'm entry level. It was like a little. I'm just temporary. I'm gonna try the job out for a second.
Go ahead, baby.
You entry level using?
I'm temping.
She's temping. Temp to perm?
No, I'm just gonna temp it.
You know, see how it all works out for
before
you.
I get that full time.
Yeah, okay. So she get a good meal, or so she gonna be going full time, getting a retirement settlement, and all this stuff.
Damn you, auntie.
But this is. But you know what? To me, this is bad because there's some people out there that will go to those levels. You know, I don't believe Sarah's actually going to go to that level.
Sarah's not going to
She
wait
over
for
there
this fun.
playing.
I'm making jokes with Sarah.
Right.
She already knows.
She over there playing, but I believe there's some people out there that do just want attention, that want a meal, that want some camaraderie,
They want to go to a restaurant
Yes.
that want to go to a restaurant. Shit, Olive Garden.
Yeah.
and take some biscuits home. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I play like it's my birthday all the time, so we can get that extra dessert. I'm in on it. No,
How many men have you used in your life?
how many men have I? I have never used. It's about 4.
Only 4.
Yeah, only 4.
And to what extent did you use them?
Well, one of them, he had a really cool job, and I really wanted to go to the events that he was like going to. So yeah, but yeah, you know, he was really nice though. So I didn't, after a while, feel like I was using it. Like he wanted to be with me, so I flipped it so I could feel better about myself.
Somebody said Sarah's an old folk home hustler.
I'm out here, baby. I administer all meds, honey. Give you that water. Yes. No, so because
She ready.
An old folk home hustler.
Yeah. I'm a wheel chaser.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hey, this is Israel from New York.
Israel from New York. What's up, man?
Hey, Israel.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
Good.
What's going on?
What's that?
I don't know. I just wanted to touch on the topic y'all was talking about.
Well, speak on it, brother. You live on the air right now. Let's go.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's impossible to really have a real relationship these days because there's just too many factors that play into the destruction of how we communicate with each other.
Why do you say that?
And like,
What are those factors?
you got, all right, first and foremost, I'm going to run it down quickly. The food is poison. The air is poison. The water is poison. You raised in a household, depending on where you are in this country and in a society that is immoral. So, and then you go into school and you're being programmed with lies, and everything that's being told to you in your formal years is lies. And then you find out when you get older that all of that stuff isn't true, and then what the real truth is. And you couple that in with trying to actually have a real relationship. How is that possible? I don't know how.
Wow. You're not going to
I'm
get no
trying to
argument
figure
out of
that
me.
out right
You
now.
cooking with grease right now. Keep going, Israel.
I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm going through that. I'm 36, so I'm trying to figure it out right now. Me and my mom just had a conversation about this recently, and she's 52, and she's single. She has a relationship with herself and her job and her single life. But I mean, I just don't. I'm trying to figure out how do we find a medium with male and female when we're in a society that is programming us to believe that it's okay to accept all these different other alphabets that enter into the equation, on top of the fact that we got poison in everything. So I don't know. I'm confused.
No, you ain't confused. You pretty clear to me. Poison in everything equals poison relationships, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Israel from New York. Thank you, brother. We
thank
appreciate
you.
the call.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Speak on it.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you. You're on the air live right now.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to say I just came across an article, it was saying how 40% of Americans cannot afford a $400 emergency. You know, like it would destroy them. And just from my opinion, kind of like out of that Iceberg Slim book, when he was talking about how the word honky came about, the honk of the horn. You know, in my small opinion, I believe that white society sets it up where it is a group of haves and have-nots, because you have males, white males with large sums of money who have a low self-esteem and who can't really get women. So they will allow a system of poverty like this to exist so they can really get women who are valuable for cheap. You know, like on 5150, we talk about the $40. Y'all talk about the $40, you know, hookup or whatever like that. But these people are people of value, but they sell themselves for a dinner or whatever the case may be because of lack of not having it. And I'm going to end because I'm not going to run on long, though. This is my first time calling, but I've been listening to you for years since Sirius Radio, and I follow all your work. But my last thing I want to say is that a lot of times, and I'm not bashing on the sister because, you know, everybody have to survive, but a lot of times they will try to make up for the lack of pushing the strong politics for reparations and the lack of generations of not having it. Like their big mama didn't have it, you know, and their mama didn't have it, and their daddy didn't have it. And so they'll try to make up for that lack of wealth from generations by choosing on a dating partner. You see what I'm saying? And instead of having that in their politics and their everyday life, you know, talking about it, advocating about it, because they don't want to look like they don't have it with the next person.
All right, brother.
And I'm done. Thank you for letting me say what I had to say.
Thank you, brother, because you're about to tear something up while this is happening. All right, cool. I love Soren Kierkegaard. Hell of a philosopher. Soren Kierkegaard dealt a lot in semantics. Philosopher. Loved him. Love his work anyway. I don't know him. Here's a quote from Soren Kierkegaard. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Backwards meaning you got to reflect. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. You got to keep moving. Right? We live in a society that taught us every aspect of happiness comes from the outside, not from the inside. Everything has to do with acquisition. Well, if you're dealing with consumerism and materialism, you have to go get. That's why you have to be a go-getter. That's why ambition is attractive. Oh, Jesus. A man, Kierkegaard here, Soren Kierkegaard, a man who has a physical being is always turned toward the outside, thinking that his happiness lies outside of him. Finally, he turns inward and discovers the source is within him. The source of everything. But we're in pursuit of the grandest illusion of all. If I get it, it'll make me happy. If I get it, it'll fulfill me. If I get him, I'll be happy. If I get her, I'll be complete. We are living in a society that teaches brokenness is corrected through acquisition. Spiritual hoarders. You hoard negative energy. You hoard negative people. You hoard negative experiences. And you wonder why the best of the best of the best are passive-aggressive prostitutes, both men and women. Men prostitute themselves when they capitulate to big business. And I'm talking about black men. Black men turn into the hoes of white supremacy when they bend the knee to black or to white supremacy in the form of white corporations. That's when a black man becomes a hoe. When he bends his knee. That's when he's Neo in the Matrix going back into the fucking source and giving up the code to Zion. Wow. That's a black male hoe. But sisters are hoes who participate in the system that has only taught you one way. Barter your way up to the top. The more booty, beauty, and charisma and talent you have, right? On top of being able to have some people that can help you, now, all of a sudden, you using all of that to be this girl we talked about, the user. She got a man on deck for everything. I need my tire changed. Well, if you had a daddy, he would have taught you how to do it. Because most daddies, for some reason, don't want their daughters dependent on any other nigga but them. Right? In the event that I ain't around, you're going to have to know how to do this shit yourself, you understand? Now, when you're out there changing the tire, I want you to keep your pepper spray with you on your hip. Now, you left-handed, so put it on your right hip so you can just get there quick. You understand what I'm saying? Daddies. Yeah. We live in hoe times. Hoe times means, what do I get out of this? Get to your phone lines. The number to dial, 323-230-4610. Let's get them in here. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What up, family? This is Aubrey. So,
what
I'm
up,
at work,
Aubrey?
so I'm going to make it quick. Hi.
Hey,
I think that a gay man can raise an alpha male, but he needs a team. Like, so he needs some brothers. So if a gay man has brothers or cousins who are hetero alphas, then his son will have examples. Because how a gay man going to teach a boy how to deal with women, you know, in an intimate setting? So
wait, hold on, baby. What? Hold on, baby. You listening to the Voice of Reason on radio, or are you watching the YouTube?
No, I'm listening to it on Dash.
You listening to it on Talk X, ain't you?
Oh, maybe.
You're not even on the Voice of Reason where the live show is going on right now. You missed.
I thought I was, but I'm at work. That's why.
You on a whole different topic, baby.
Oh, what's the topic? I swear, Dana was talking about pussy being expiring, and then I started hearing talk about gay men raising kids. So I don't know.
Yes, babe. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about the female user.
Oh, most of them.
She said, oh, most of them. Yeah. But I appreciate you for calling in. I thank you for sharing.
I'm going to get on the right station if I can.
All right. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
I love it. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? This is Mike calling from Miami. You were talking about the whole why relationships don't work, correct?
Yeah, let's go.
I think today in time, we don't know how to treat each other. Like, the black women now, they look at men as just a financial standpoint. And nowadays, women make just as much money as men. So now when you get past that, we don't really know how to talk to each other. And men, we look for women like our mothers. Most of us was raised by single mothers. So we look for women like that, not knowing that our mom was like that because she didn't have a man. So, it get mixed up in that. I think just down today's time, with social media and then all this love hip hop, that it's just a whole confusion right now. I think the internet just got to get shut down. We all got to just move out, man.
All right. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you sharing.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. You can share, man. Just call in. Let us know what you think. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Speak on it.
What up, Zoe? It's Big J in Dallas, man. How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Man, fascinating program. And I'm not going to take up no whole bunch of time or anything, but I wanted to respond to my brother Israel.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to him, and you could hear the sincerity and the pain in his voice. And I just wanted to respond and say, brother, you sound hopeless. And while it's hard, and it's supposed to be hard because we're supposed to be stronger, there is hope. There's hope in the smiles of our children. There's hope in the love that a wife gives us. There's hope in the pride that our ancestors and our elders give us. It's not going to be easy, man. There is a struggle with it, and there's a cost. But the fact that you gain the wisdom to see through the bullshit, that's a gift in and of itself. So don't take that. That wisdom is a burden. I know it makes things harder, but there is hope, brother. So don't give up. Keep your head up and keep struggling, man.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that word of advice and insight.
Thank you.
How do you raise a non-parasitic boy or girl in this parasitic society? How do you do it? Caller, you're on the air. Oh, maybe you're not on the air. It's fine.
I'm here, Zoe.
What's happening, Pimp? Speak on it.
What it do? This P from the west side of Chicago.
P from the west side of Chicago. Chi-town in the building. What's the deal?
Man, let me tell you why relationships don't work no more. One, because the only way a woman could get back at a man is to try to act like one. So they always did their dirt before, but now the promiscuous woman is becoming socially acceptable. So two, the men that women are attracted to is men like myself with multiple women who be with multiple women. And these the ones that every girl I be with got a boyfriend, got a man, got a husband. You know what I'm saying? But they're attracted to what he not. And that's that bad boy image. And that's what, if they could, what they want to be right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, damn, if they could, they shoot ovaries on your face if they could.
Say it again.
If they could, they'll shoot them out. They'll come on your face if they could. So.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, excuse
me.
Goddamn.
Hey, thank you, caller. I appreciate it. Hey,
no sweat.
If you don't think he was dropping, boy. Oh my God,
kept
caller.
it real.
You're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Let's see. Caller. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Everybody, what's going on? Let's do this. Caller, you on the air.
What's up, Zoe? I think the reason why relationships don't work is because women lack respect for men, and they expect unconditional respect for men, and they expect unconditional love from that man as well. But men process respect as unconditional love. So if they're not getting that from the woman, then I don't care how much you say you love me. If you don't respect me, it doesn't translate as love.
Let's take that further, caller, because you're touching on something that I think is powerful here. What exactly do women respect?
Right now, it seems like they respect them dollar bills.
Do they respect dollar bills more than they respect men? The number to dial is 323-230-4610. There are three ladies in here right now. Let's get their opinion. Sarah, do you think women in general respect wallets over men?
The wallet has been more consistent than men, so therefore the wallet.
Oh, so you made a justification. It's just as
absolutely just for no reason.
Answering yes or no.
No, the wallet, straight up.
Damn.
I'd say some banal for this one.
We already have some banal in paste.
It's passion,
that's not your answer.
Passion versus stability, and it just depends on what your steez is.
Say it again.
Passion versus stability, and just depends on what your steez is.
Yes.
So I'm passion all the way. Money means something, but I grew up without it, so I think that I value it differently. But I'm all about passion. So
I like that. Passion versus stability, but stability always equates to fear.
Stability usually comes from what you're not providing for yourself.
Hold on, caller. I'm going to come back to you. You can't jump in here like you in the room with us, pimp. I'm going to come back to you. Now
I feel like
this is good stuff he's laying down. So again, you said
passion versus stability, but I feel like stability, you said you equated stability to fear. And usually stability is something that a woman looks for if she's not exactly happy where she is by herself with her own stability financially.
There we go.
So she wants something to add.
There goes some mayonnaise.
Because she doesn't have enough herself.
Mayonnaise.
There we go. Mimi, the man or the wallet?
Well, I'm going to say the man for me, but overall it's the wallet. So I'm down with the spirituality, the relationship, the building, the growing, but most women are going to go straight for the wallet. So I got my own bag.
Ladies, call in here and tell me if wallets make you wet. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. If the wallet gets you wet, call us right now. We want to know.
Well, wallets make you accessible.
No, but wallets also have.
Wallets make you community.
Hold
But
on. Let's
money
get back
makes
to
rain.
let's get back to the caller. Caller, what's your final thought on this?
So I don't think women know what unconditional respect is. You know what I'm saying? Because if you unconditionally respect me, it don't matter because money comes and goes frequently, daily. A bum gets money every day. So if a man has the ability to earn money, then money's not an issue. But I guess it goes back to when you say it's transactional.
Let me stop you, caller, because you said something very profound here. If there was a bum on the street with $1 billion and he was dusty and he was sane, a woman would try to change him.
He dirty cute.
Dirty cute.
Yeah.
She'll try to convince him.
He dirty girl, but he got money.
She will try to clean him up. I'm not bullshitting. She will go in and try to change. What if he's like, fuck all of this materialistic shit. I got billions from my family, and I'm just out here living wild on some wilderness boy shit. She would try to change him. Am I lying? Who? Some know. But am I lying?
Oh, I'll be out there. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. She would try to change him.
Yeah, we'll be glamping.
Keep glamping. Keep going, caller.
That means they don't respect him as who he is, because when we love somebody unconditionally, we're supposed to love the negative and the positive of that individual. So when you get into a relationship with a person, it's wise for you to know the good, the pros, the cons, the goods, the bads, the ups, the downs, the happy, the sad, whatever, everything you need to know about that individual, you should know before you partake in the connecting of energy, the energy exchange, or getting into a relationship. When you know those things, then you make a wise decision on whether or not you can be with that person. And so if you know those things and you know what you can tolerate, then that is an unconditional respect and love for that man. But if you go into it and like, he rich, so I can change him, I can make him do this. And I don't believe that you have the kind of respect and unconditional love that is necessary for that relationship. Now you're trying to take a position of power and control. And that's not what relationships are about.
You would be so much cuter in the house. Your family left the house, dog.
Especially the sun is killing you.
Hey, brother, thank you for the call, man. We appreciate it.
No doubt. Peace.
He dropped. Is he right, though? Go ahead, Mimi.
Well, I feel like he's right about a lot of things, but I will say this. So I've been in relationships where you respect a man and then where you don't respect a man. So it's all about that man too. Like for you're dating certain people, right? You're dating a pool, for instance, over your life. And there's certain people you respect. And there's other people you respect, but not the same way you respected the other one. Right? Because there's something about them, they demanded your respect, and you knew not to play with Day Day and them. I'm just saying, I'm making a joke with the Day Day part, but the part that I'm saying is that I think when it comes to respect, people respect who they respect. So that's something to consider for him to think about, because you know what I mean? I've been with dudes, I would do nothing but show them love because I respected them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This goes back to my point about Jesus. Jesus is a bum today in 2019. Jesus used a rock as a pillow. Niggas was sleeping in gardens and shit. I'm just
on Instagram talking about I'm laying out in nature.
I'm trying to tell you, Jesus is a bum, Buddha's a bum, Muhammad's a bum. Where did Muhammad get his revelation for the Quran? It was in a cave in Qumran. On the night of power, Laylatul Qadri. He was a bum. He was a Bedouin, a nomad, a tent dweller.
An adventurer.
Do you understand what I'm saying? We are devoid of meaning. We are divorced from meaning. We can be a Christian and a capitalist at the same time. Do you see the irony in the two things?
Yeah.
Jesus said you can't serve two masters. Okay. Look. The number one reason why marriages break up is money. 75% of those marriages break up because of money. Marriages, 1 out of every 2 marriages break up. We had 50%. And it's probably over 50% if you throw in the legalized separations, the legal separations. Do you understand? So money runs the whole thing, right? Can't serve two gods, right? Money always deals with one word, security. Security is the opposite side of the coin. That's fear and control. When you get money, you got to protect money. Biggie said it, more money, more problems. So these are the things that dominate how we relate. And the shit that got real money or meaning associated with it, that shit's a waste of time for 2019. Nigga, you wasted my time. I have a window where this pussy fresh. This Whole Foods pussy ain't gonna last long, my nigga. Pretty soon they gonna ship this pussy down to Food for Less.
Oh, no.
Or the Dollar Tree.
Superior.
2 for 1.
Numero uno.
BOGO on the pussy.
But do you see what I'm just saying, like, I see people and I see them as children, as spiritual children. They're zygotes. You don't know nothing. It don't matter how old you are. You don't know nothing about love. Krishnamurti said it the best. Love equals freedom. If love equals freedom, then security gotta equal fear.
A lot of bums or homeless people, however you want to word it, they have relationships. They can get that before they can get a Big Mac sometimes. So they getting fellatio, they hitting it, it's going down. I passed by it and seen it go down. You know, go hit downtown. They got tents with the barbecue pits, with the TV generators. The broad is coming to kick it at them tents. So there's different levels of the game. It's just about what is your demographics. If you are a homeless person, believe me, there's homeless females out there too, and they want to they want to check it out and don't have a generator and a barbecue pit. You on and popping.
Relatively speaking, that nigga wealthy.
Exactly. he popping. They got a whole strip. They like got houses with couches and things. So they having a cookout and they ain't got to pay for no electricity or nothing. They got EBT. They got their drinks, music. What more you need?
Caller.
It's a fellatio.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello? Maybe you're not on the line. Fuck it then. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, man. I'm so glad y'all picked up. This is Armand. I'm calling from Baton Rouge.
Yes.
Yeah, straight from the boo, baby.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because I got a juicy situation for y'all. So your boy,
we listening.
Me and my girl breaking up. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to move out. We had been together for about 5 years, and it's just been we had some good years. These past couple years been real bad, been real toxic. We had some good highs and some real bad lows. Me myself, I'm a chef. I'm 34. I ain't got no kids. She got a daughter that she had young. Her daughter is off to college. You know what I'm saying? She do her thing. She a hairstylist, so she make pretty good living. But we done came together, and at first I didn't want to break up, but now that I see that it's not working out, I'm deucing out, and now she's starting to realize that I'm serious about it, and she cutting up. You know what I'm saying? She acting out on me. She calling me all type of fuck boys and this and that because she realized I'm really about to, move around on her. And I'm about to go work on a cruise ship actually. because I used to work offshore back in the Gap. Then I stopped working offshore, came back on land.
You do know you can't tell the whole story, right? I'm gonna need you to get to the meat and potatoes.
I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to set it up for you. When I stopped working offshore, though, that's when the money started getting funny. Because I made a lot of money out there. So once I stopped making as much money, that's when her patience kind of got shorter with me. If there was a situation with money, I was fucking up. And don't get me wrong, I'll admit I got my issues, just like everybody else got their issues. And that's another thing. Some of these dudes, they call and they try to give the women such a bad rap, but they don't say what they be doing. Because I'm gonna keep it straight up with you. I'm a bit of a lush. I got a problem, and I'm trying to do something about it. And that was her biggest gripe about me. But some of these dudes, they call.
So wait. You a lush, little bit of a lush.
I got
and the money funny.
Yeah, but Zoe,
was you at least putting the swipe down?
Listen, that's not a question.
Okay, then.
Louisiana, baby.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna put it to you this way. I usually get chose out of every situation I've been in.
All right, there you go.
Hey.
So yeah, it's like that.
Sarah's trying to be the next in line. Settle down, Sarah. Shit. Let the man finish.
That's an offshore money.
And I mean, as far as my situation, that's how that is. And I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. She used to always tell me like, maybe I'm not the one for you. And I was just like, man, why you always saying that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? You putting bad energy into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more you tell a man some shit like that, he about to move around and go do his own thing, or maybe start fucking with some other women. And that kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here telling me you're not the one for me. And I got these little young chicks that I'm usually like, I'm like, hey, man, look, I got a woman. I ain't worried about you. And then eventually I started, doing a little something on the side or whatever. That's when shit got real bad. But when I told her what I was going to do, I was about to work on a ship in Hawaii. It seemed like she got a little salty because she knew that I'm about to be gone for real. This is a 9-month job. I'm not about to be thinking about you no more.
Do you love this woman, man? What's going on?
I love the girl. Man, I love the girl to life, dog. I swear. But
is that gonna stop you from fucking on the boat?
No, this is the thing.
You gonna fuck on the boat, right?
No, that's Zoe. Did you catch that earlier? This situation is done with. That's why I'm saying.
Are fucking on the boat.
What you think? I mean, look, I'm not about to be cutting up because first of all, I'm worried about my job. I'm trying to go out there and stack my money. That's really what it's about. But as far as her and I's situation, it's over. I'm leaving her with this apartment. She can have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm outie. I'm about to do my thing.
Are you breaking up with her on the show, or is she listening? What's going on?
Oh, no, she knows. That's what I'm saying. She been giving me the blues like these past couple of days. I'm talking about everything is just.
But you love her, okay?
Yeah, I love the girl, man. I'm not gonna lie. But my situation right now, I really can't just move around because if I leave, I might miss this situation. So I'm telling her like, look, put up with me for these last couple months. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be out there because we not even fucking. We not fucking no more, dog. I sleep on the couch, and that's by choice because I'm letting her know, like, hey, there's nothing else here. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like you talking about love, like, do I got love for the girl? I told her straight up. I said, man, anytime you ever need something, you can holler at me. I'll send that shit. They got PayPal now and all that shit. I ain't gotta see you. I'll send you that shit. Real talk.
All right, brother. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate the call.
Thank you.
Man, look, before I leave, I just want to thank y'all for what y'all do, man, because y'all don't understand. Y'all out here saving lives and making people's lives better with this shit, man. This shit is the gospel.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Good looking on that.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Saving lives.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Let's get him in here. Caller, are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, you're there. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Tilly. I'm from Phoenix. Hey,
Tilly?
What? Greetings to all the ladies.
Greetings.
just wanted to say that I think that men gave women our currency, and so we use it to get exactly what we want.
Wait. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
I want you to take your time here, and I want you to frame everything you're saying with definition so we can understand. You're saying we gave you your currency. What does that mean?
That means that men place value on women based on their sexual desires for them. And so when that's the only card you have.
Everybody got an opinion. This is why I don't call myself an expert, because I can't be an expert of your experience. You know, dig? I can't. But all these opinions and all these angles and perspectives lead to confusion because we don't have a clear understanding of ourselves. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Zoe? This is Matt from Atlanta. Hello, everybody. First and foremost, in relation to the topic at hand, the user stems from a multitude of things. Zoe, you being a former A&R, you understand the power of music in reference to also social media. It's raising our generation. Me, I'm in my early 30s, and I see it firsthand about how people's mindsets change, and the music that's being pumped into our society is preconditioning us to get what we can and F everything else. Something that the Caucasians have actually manipulated it. But anywho, that's all I have to say. So I just picked up your book, The Relationship Dismount, along with checking out your reading list on your website. Keep it up, brother. You are really impacting lives. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, fam. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
This shit's going down. Ladies?
Yes.
Who is the most efficient user of the genders? Male or female?
Female, hands down.
Female.
Females.
Why? I don't understand. Why do you guys throw your own kind under the bus?
It's not being thrown under the bus.
I think this is a manipulation.
What?
See, you guys have, like for instance, you guys claim you don't want a beta male. Do you want a beta male?
Absolutely not.
You? Meg? Do you want a beta male or an alpha? Which one do you want?
Now, when you say beta male,
I was very clear. Do you want a beta or an alpha?
I like a mix.
An hybrid of sort.
Yeah.
She's about to lead me to my point, but go ahead.
I mean, okay, because I was looking up. Oh, sorry. I don't know why my
alpha or beta.
Okay, so
I'll come back to you.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Mimi.
Alpha all day.
Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
And you undecided.
This is high beta, phi beta.
But let me explain. Most women will be like, I don't want a beta. But you wind up with betas, which makes sense to me. Because a lot of women love gay dudes. And I'm not saying betas are gay. I'm just saying betas are tame in comparison to alphas. Alphas typically aren't tame. In other words, won't be tamed, will not conform. And when I say won't be tamed, will not conform, I don't mean that they're beast. A lot of times people think when you're speaking of an alpha, you're speaking of this unruly, unrefined man that's just unapologetically raw. No. An alpha goes his own way. An alpha carves his own path. He's a trendsetter for himself. He's a trailblazer from within. And he's not going to bend and conform to some list of demands.
Yeah, that's probably why I say beta. That's why I say like a mixture, like a hybrid of the two.
You want to have some level of control. There's a lot of fear in you.
No, it's not just because I want to. Okay, I don't know why you put those two together.
Control and fear? They go together.
Yeah, but when I say a mixture of both is sometimes I believe both parties like need to bend. You bend so you don't break. That's just, but that's I prefer like a little bit of both. More alpha, but I'm not mad at like a little bit of beta in there.
Let me just say.
Splash
I'll just say it again.
Yeah.
I'll just say it again.
Vodka with a splash cranberry.
It's a chaser. It's like a chaser of beta, a shot, and then the alpha would be like the first a little
beta.
just a little.
What I'm saying is, what you're describing, alphas do that too. Alphas compromise for the sake of a relationship, but they don't compromise themselves.
Okay, got it. So when you break it down like that, then I'm with the alpha. I'm with the alpha.
No, you're not.
I am a little bit more.
You like a little buttercream.
What?
Women, listen.
I like nice guys.
And nice guys have traditionally always failed.
Yeah,
Why
I
is
just
that?
like.
Why do women take advantage of nice guys?
They like the bad boys. Girl.
And why do women like the bad boys?
They like challenges. They like sometimes when someone's too nice and everything is yes, what you say, what you do, then sometimes it kind of makes it where they're not themselves. It's kind of like watching Coming to America, and he's like, I like what you like. I don't want you to like what I like. I want you to like what you like. Even if we agree to disagree, I prefer that than just yes. And so some women, they want a little pushback. They don't want everybody just, you know what I'm saying?
Pushback, get the yoni wet.
Yeah, because it's the right balance of I love you and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Like, go sit your ass down somewhere, Michelle.
The fuck is you talking about?
Woman! He just got to give you that look when y'all in public. You know, get in line. You're like, daddy didn't like that.
I think women wind up with a lot of down low men, a lot of beta men, because women themselves are low key homosexual. Lesbian.
Oh, you think we're...
The study came out and basically said all women are lesbian. They're gay. And I think it takes a certain man to cause you to just fucking submit in a spiritual way. Otherwise, you open for whatever. You know how many women I know that are attracted and have been with gay dudes? I'm just keeping it 100.
That's why.
Listen, I'm keeping it 100. This girl told me, she was like, oh, no. I've never been with a bisexual guy, but I did talk to this one dude who was attracted to trannies.
Oh.
I said, Malik Yoba? She was like, no.
So there's more.
It's a dude that jerks off to trannies. To me, let me just be honest. To me, that's gay.
Me too. He's getting ready. He's getting ready.
Yeah,
That's gay as hell.
And if you fucked him,
then she has to be gay too? Is that what
no.
you're saying?
The pool is contaminated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That thing ain't the same.
Yeah.
And when you pour, you start to dive into some of these inclinations. You start to dive into some of this shit. You ain't got no money, you down for whatever.
But I found that people with there's a lot of rich people that have the weirdest fetishes and stuff like that. A lot of them, yeah. You of course you're some people, they survive. I actually know a person. He used to be a male escort, like a male prostitute, and he catered to like rich old white men.
So, and that's crazy. Let me address this right here. Somebody said to each his own, and that is 100% true.
Absolutely.
But not if it's a lie. Not if you're contaminating the pool. I want you to think in stereo and not just one way. What he just said in the chat room, what was this goofy mouth?
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Another channel is the name of this person in my chat room. He says to each his own. 100% right. Yes. To each his own if you're telling the truth. If you're honest.
Yeah.
But if you're not honest, you contaminating the pool.
Absolutely.
Is that fair? Is that fair? I don't know. Look at the fucking rabbit hole we've wound up down. We're down in the rabbit hole now. Because people will do anything to find some level of security. You know why security is so important? Why trust is so important? Because it's associated or related to fear, anxiety. I just need to feel like this is something I can believe in. Don't change. Is you dumb? Everything changes.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, user girl? I see him coming a mile away. You know what this white man told me one day?
What?
He said, Zoe, information is the most valuable commodity on the planet. He said, that's why everybody don't need to know everything. If you give up too much information, you put the person who's supposed to work for you on an equal playing field as you. That's what a white man said.
You got these Google hoes out here, maybe not a lot.
Hoes be Googling.
Yeah, okay. They research.
They research. Girl, did you see his net worth? Checking him.
He got how many Instagram followers?
Somebody said a bitch with a bill do. All right. Where can they follow you Sundays at Sarah?
Oh, they can follow me on Instagram at Sundayswith_Sarah. Or you can catch me on a lot of people left Facebook, but I'm still on there. Sarah Jackson, though.
A lot of people left Facebook, is what you said?
It's like saying like a lot of, like, that's not the hip thing to do.
It's for old people.
And shout out to me for my birthday.
Sundays. When is your birthday?
My birthday was last Tuesday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Virgo, she was August 29th.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Hey.
Thank you.
May, where can they follow you and
You guys
find you?
can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Mela, MaelaWay on both. And my Facebook is Poppin' Syrup.
Oh.
Your Facebook is
My
popping?
Facebook, because I went to school in North Carolina. All my followers are still there, so.
Popping is an old ass word, but that's cool. Mimi.
Yes, you guys can follow me at Keeping It Real with Mimi on all social media platforms, or check me out, Michelle Dukes, on Facebook, and check me out on the Aunties here on VOR Radio.
Yes.
It's going down. What were we going to say?
Speaking of the aunties, I heard y'all imaging today.
Yeah, did you like that?
That shit fire.
Yeah. The Aunties.
Yeah, this shit is cold. Listen, you've been listening to The Voice of Reason. There's a lot of banter here, but there's also some jewels. If you got some jewels, cool. If you got banter, meh. Anyway, we love you all. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back Wednesday with another episode of Mansions. Again, my homeboy Shafiq Hussein said, answer the phone. Let me see if this is him. Shafiq, is that you?
Yes, sir.
Shafiq Hussein, producer extraordinaire. Leo, producer of Erykah Badu, just dropped an album called The Loop. This brother right here, super talented and produced a whole lot of motherfuckers. Tear something up, Mimi. That's fine. Yeah, what's up, Shafiq? Speak on it.
Brother Zoe. Peace and love, everyone.
Hello.
Peace and love.
What's happening, brother?
Man, so I got plenty to say on this subject.
I know you do, but we at the end of the show, so you're going to have to put it in. You got to bust, you got to let it go.
Yeah, it's opportunity at its best.
Go ahead, brother.
Opportunity at its best. That's all. You know, you got to pick a side of the fence you want to be on. Either you the fun, or you with the responsibility. Fun run, and the responsibility and accountability is what's going to be there to have your back.
Man.
If it's not in the realm of that, don't even waste your time. Why even waste your time?
Are y'all listening to The Good Game? My brother Shafiq Hussein is laying down.
Yeah.
If you attracted to that, then that's you still.
Ooh, say more. Keep going.
If that's you, if you are attracted to that, then that's you. Period. Point blank. So you basically are participating in your own karmic imprinting, if you will, at this point. Justice could not give her to the exalted by virtues, nor mercy deliver her to the deformed by vices. It's your own choice. You get what you reap what you sow. So the same type of women and men on the flip side. Let me just throw that out there too, because you got brothers that do the same thing. That's a matter of conditioning. As we know, that's all what a state of mind is nothing but a condition. So that's what you basically asked for from what you were demonstrating from your past life. You just grew up you just chose your parents who you're going to be birthed in are suitable for your growth and development. And also start attracting the people that's suitable for your growth and development. Why? Because you need to break a karmic pattern.
Wow. Man,
you
already know, brother. We got to get together and chop it up like we do. Man, I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Love you, Zoe. Love you.
Thank you, fam.
I love
We'll
y'all,
talk
what
soon.
y'all do, too. There's a show that's starring you.
Yeah. All right, Shopping. Appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Bye.
So there it is.
Yeah.
I love y'all. We got to go. We'll be back Wednesday. Deuces.